Hey everybody, it's Matt Demers here from lolking.net doing another interview for day 6. I believe we're on day 6, last day of the group stages. Just finishing off a lot of the games in Group B here with Soaz from Fnatic. They just secured their second victory of the day, picking one up over Meniski. It was a nail-biter. It was a really close game.
Yeah.
It was just like...
At first, yeah.
At first?
At first, it was a close game because they had like fast push comp, and we needed to hit some levels on Zed, Shen. Even though we had Blitz and we had good 5 versus 5, we need to get some levels. So.
We were talking about it actually before the interview started. It's actually kind of awesome that, you know, Meniski are kind of playing very good sports about things, and the crowd is getting behind them. So I guess, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, that's the mindset you should have if you go to this kind of tournament, and well, you start doing a bit bad. Like, you shouldn't be demoralized.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
and yeah, it's the kind of mindset you should have, and GG from you have the same one. So it's really fun to play against them, and yeah.
How fun was it playing Blitzcrank again?
Oh, it's always so much fun to play Blitz. Before this game, I didn't play him for so long.
Yeah.
Like, last time I played him, even in solo queue, I think the last time I played him was in LCS, like mid-season. So it's been like months I didn't play him. So my Blitz wasn't too good today. It wasn't too bad, but it was fine. It was really fun.
We saw you at least at the end of the game. I think you were chasing Zilean and Sona, and you didn't hit a hook. We were waiting, sitting back here, being like, "When are you gonna hook? When are you gonna hook?" And you just literally ran up to them and started canceling Power Fist. So like, I don't know if I can ask you too much about the strategy of playing Blitzcrank in a game like that, but what's something that you kind of have to take into account when you're playing him in the top lane?
About this action, I was just having fun because it's like I was kinda alone, and I was making 3 people run away from me, and Varix just hit me. He failed ultimated, and then Zilean or Soraka like someone speed, and Sona ultimated me alone. So I was laughing, and yeah, after that I was just going at turret and spamming laugh and stuff like this. It was just fun action.
Yeah.
And after
I was just asking, like, you know, playing Blitzcrank in the top lane anyway, what's something that you kind of have to think about, like, as opposed to playing him support?
You cannot really play Blitz top. Even lane swap right now, it's impossible because most of the people are playing tank top, so you're gonna be so useless with Blitz. It can be okay if they have like double assassin, so you can hook someone and burst him, but otherwise against one tank, one AP, or one tank, one bruiser, it's impossible to play him as.
It was a little risky, is what we're saying. It was a little risky.
No. As soon as we won Gambit, we're just gonna play whatever we want and have fun.
Nice. That's actually something that we talked about earlier, in the sense that Meniski, you know, they're having a good time, at least despite losing a lot. You were saying that at least since they're having fun, they might not do anything drastic like changing up their rosters or something in the off season. Of course, Fnatic had a very rough season too. So I guess, how can you maybe talk a little bit about the road back? You know, you guys got first place in both splits, and now you're topping your group at Worlds. So how does it feel to kind of get back, you know, to a real good, you know, a really good spot anyway with your team?
Okay. I think we're playing slightly better than LCS, but not that much. Like I think most of the LCS team were kinda used to us, and I think Lemon Dogs kinda underperformed this during Worlds. I expect much better from them, but I guess it's like not their first offline event, but it's Worlds, and it's a lot of pressure. So I guess that's a fact, and yeah, I think like next Worlds, I think that if they don't change roster and they keep playing like they play, Lemon Dogs is gonna be one of the best team in the world.
I guess that's an advantage you guys have anyways. You have this experience from, you know, multiple years of playing anyway, you know, on offline events, LANs, that kind of stuff. How do you, if you've been playing for such a long time in a competitive atmosphere, how do you kind of like mix up your style, I guess. You know, you must have bad habits that you've had from like season one. How do you kind of like adapt to changing strategies, changing metas, that kind of stuff?
I think for everyone there is always some champion that you cannot really play, but for me I play most of the champion except some that I'm not gonna tell. But yeah, there is some champion I don't really like playing. The boring champion mostly. I don't like to practice them, but I can play 'em at a normal level, not that good, not that bad. But yeah, and beside that, you just have to have a good champion pool to adapt of the meta and other play style because each team don't have the same play style. So I guess a big champion pool helps a lot.
I guess kind of last question. I was talking to Impact yesterday just about his Trinity Force Jax, and we were kind of discussing a little bit about top lanes kind of having a little bit more damage options and possibly kind of going back to that, you know, top lanes carrying the game kind of thing is instead of, you know, playing disruptors like Jax, Shen, that kind of stuff. Are there any champions that you look at right now and think, you know what, I think I can make that viable?
Trinity is really strong on. Trinity is. I don't think Trinity is broken, but Phage is broken, and it just make Jax, Corki, all these heroes super power. And even though, like for example, though say Graves to counter Corki, but I don't think it's that of counter, and I don't know that much of bot lane for sure. But I think Trinity makes the hero super good, and we might see some more Irelia, Jax, all these champion. But since you're gonna play this champion, there might be some new ones which can counter this champion. Like, for example, Lee Sin is not so bad, top lane against Jax or stuff like this. But just have to try the new matchup because Doran Shield changed a lot of matchup top lane. So there is the fact of Doran Shield, Trinity. So we're gonna see, but probably some new champion are gonna be played soon.
It's actually kind of interesting because like Trinity Force isn't going to be. I don't. They're patching it soon on the live servers, but I'm guessing since it's Worlds, they're going to be locking in, you know, the patches that you're playing. So we're probably going to be seeing a lot more Trinity Force. Is there anything else you just wanted to say just before we head out?
Well, thanks for the interview.
No problem.
Thanks for the all the fans which are following us and supporting us for Worlds. And yeah, that's
Cool.
it.
Thank you so much for talking to us. We wish Fnatic luck. We're going to be all day here doing interviews for this kind of super long day for the last day of groups. If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, you can. We're on Twitter, we are lolking.net, and you can just subscribe to us through YouTube. You can also check us out at lolking.net for all your guides, interviews, that kind of stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at @MattDemers. Have a great day. Check out more of our interviews and enjoy Worlds.
All right.